Boxing has a quirky way of scoring. It's round by round, and unless there's a knockdown, it's just 1 point per round. Yeah. So sometimes you could see a fight at the end, you go, fighter A won. But when you break it down round by round, you go, oh, I guess it was 6-6.
Wishing you nothing but the best. Everybody believes you're a rising star, and I hope it proves true. And thus far, you're doing your thing. Congratulations to you.
Some people maybe don't. How good is Shakur Stevenson in your opinion?
He's not good, he's great. And I think tomorrow the world will take notice of how great he is. There's a reason why certain fighters didn't want to take the chance to step in the ring with this fighter.
StephenASmith and MaxKellerman praised Shakur Stevenson's speed and rhythm, saying he looked sharp, in full control, and completely outclassed Teofimo Lopez.
Come on, man.
Start that. Two different body types. One to me is a better puncher. True, yes. Shakur can punch way better to the body than Lomo can.
Loma has
totally
more power at his weight than Shakur has had so far.
At his weight.
No, I agree with this. Shakur is longer than Loma and naturally bigger, but you can't say that Shakur's ahead of Loma. He has not proven that yet. Maybe he will be, but man, that's a lot. Very few fighters.
He's a great.
Yeah,
but who's your favorite fighter, Shady?
Bro,
and still he's telling you. Right, and he's telling you.
Loves Teo. Shady's a big deal.
That's why one thing about your boy, I keep it 1,000. I don't have no favorites. Shakur is my guy. He's my guy.
MaxKellerman added that this result was not a huge surprise, pointing out that Teofimo had previously lost to George Kambosos, who is not as skilled as Shakur Stevenson.
Question, even in the loss that he had against Kambosos, where he had a puncture, like he had some medical condition in his esophagus that was dangerous actually, and it looked like an off night. By the way, George Kambosos doesn't like when I say this, and I apologize. I understand it feels unfair to you, and maybe it is.
After the loss and dealing with an injured eye, Teofimo admitted that his game plan did not work. He said the better fighter won and showed respect in a classy way.
What's up, man? How you doing,
Your thoughts on tonight?
Just grateful to be here, man. That's all.
You put on a performance tonight and unfortunately came up short, but what was it that surprised you about Shakur Stevenson?
Nothing at all, man. Just didn't come with the right plan. That's all. Better man won tonight. Good fan.
Do you feel like you'd like to run it back at some point with Shakur? I know you're someone that always wants to avenge it. Like that time Kambosos beat you, you want to avenge it straight away, right?
I will see what happens next, man. I'm going to let my team do the work on it.
Ryan Garcia posted on X, saying Teofimo had a poor game plan and made tactical mistakes that allowed Shakur Stevenson to dominate with ease. Terrence Crawford also praised Shakur, saying he is not just good, but great, the best, and now everyone will recognize his dominance.
He's great. A lot of people started saying, oh, he's a runner, he's this, he's that. Just to detour people from being excited to see him fight because he's not knocking people out and all that crazy stuff, but they will see why people really don't want to get in the ring with him come tomorrow.
I know you've shared the ring with him, sparring plenty of times. What makes Shakur Stevenson great? What makes him different? What makes him, I don't want to say an ilk of yourself, but in the same kind of era, the Bud Crawford era, he's got a Shakur Stevenson era coming through.
Everything. The offense, the defense, the poise, the rhythm, the distance, the timing, the punch placement, the react time, like I can go on and on, you know, the toughness, the grit, the grind, like he's amazing, you know, and tomorrow he was.
Wade Please Man said, Shakur Stevenson might be the best boxer in the world right now. He dominated Teofimo Lopez and made it look easy. As Shakur won, many felt he proved he is the best. Andre Ward reacted live, saying Shakur is great and will keep proving it.
You better leave that alone. What did you think of Shakur's performance tonight?
He did what he had to do, man. You know, there's always room for improvement. You know, I think he had a lot of stuff he could have did, but he's so talented and gifted, man, you know. You also got to trust what he's seeing in there. You know, we're on the outside, you know. But I think he put on a tremendous performance. And obviously, you know, the level he's at, you always look for things he could do better, you know.
So what did you see from the outside that he might be
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, like I think it was a lot of body work and stuff like that he could have touched on. But again, he's in there, you know, so he's seeing stuff. He's feeling the punches. We not. So you got to trust what he's seeing.
Teofimo just couldn't get going.
He put on he tried to get going. He just wasn't allowed to. So it's just the distance and range that Shakur has just perfected throughout the years, and then making him pay when he does that discourages him to not want to punch anymore. And I think he was out of answers in the first.
Ward added that Shakur is one of the top 4 fighters in the world and will continue showing his dominance.
Honestly, I think he didn't really have any answers. When Teo starts doing little certain things with his hands and starts playing the clown game, he out of answers. He's down to just one shot. So Shakur just stayed focused, stayed locked in. And, you know, was that 4 divisions now? 26, 30, 35, 40?
How good is Shakur? I interviewed Terrence Crawford and he said he could be the greatest of all time.
You don't know. He's not done yet. You know, he's not done yet. He's a great for sure. How great, we're going to see. You know, he got a lot, he can box as long as he wants to.
Lennox Lewis reacted to Shakur Stevenson's dominance over Teofimo Lopez, saying it is very hard to counter a fighter who moves that well, and that he expected Shakur control the fight.
Man, let me tell you, Shakur moves so well. He won every round, and he was just a step ahead with quickness and just with, you know, just the plan himself. Great plan coming in, and he did well. Congratulations to him.
He won all the rounds? Is that what you're saying? He won all 12 rounds?
Well, maybe he lost one, but he won the majority of rounds.
At what time did you realize that this was just going to be Shakur taking over the whole fight?
After the 4th round.
After the 4th round?
Yeah.
Teofimo, it seems like he couldn't just get it going. Like, he just tried differently going up and down. The counters were getting him.
Yeah.
What could he done differently tonight?
I don't know. You know, it's difficult to box against a great mover like that. And, you know, he tried. He definitely tried. His dad was emotional. You know, he wanted him to do better, but, you know, this is boxing.
Keyshawn Davis said the result was no surprise to him. He said he knew Shakur would perform like this and show his skill and dominance.
I think like that, he took it out of him.
Nah, I wasn't surprised because the ref kept saying, show me something, Jermaine, show me something. And one time, Jermaine was like, all right, chill. He's like, for real. So I wasn't surprised at all. And plus, his eye was shut, it was bleeding, like, it was time to stop.
Incredible.
Eddie Hearn said he expected Shakur to win, but not in such an impressive way. He said Shakur exceeded expectations, dominated the fight, and praised his skill, speed, and overall performance.
He would just be too good,
yeah.
Like he didn't really have to
Listen, I was fully confident he'd win the fight. I didn't think he'd win it as widely as that. I thought, you know, I mean, look, Teo's a great fighter. He made him look average in there. And that's because Shakur is so good, his IQ is so good, his footwork is so good. I actually think he could have stopped Teo if he would have pushed on the gas a little bit, but didn't need to. It was so easy. He's a 4-division world champion at 28 years of age. Phenomenal.
What was his excellency saying ringside watching it?
Just that he's so good, you know, and I think sometimes people think that you know, Teo can do a little bit more, but like every time he tried to, he was just getting countered, peppered, and yeah, it was phenomenal to watch.
Conor Benn always managed to come away.
Started on a few people tonight, yeah.
Shakur Stevenson, so I just spoke to him there. He said his style's boring. He said if you like boxing, he gets it. But other than that, it's easy work for him. That fight realistic?
Yeah, why not? Look, for me, I still dream of Conor Benn winning a world title.
Zach Schumacher said, you can criticize performance, but you cannot criticize a heart. Boxing needs more fighters like Teofimo who are willing to give everything. He gave fans a fight they wanted and showed courage and determination. You have to respect that kind of bravery. Teddy Atlas reacted live and said he was disappointed with Teofimo's performance so far. He said it was tied up but not impressive, and that if you come with big talk and antics, you need to show more. Atlas said Teofimo still had many rounds left, but this was an underwhelming start. He mentioned a small head, but that was likely Teofimo's fault because he rushed in head first. Atlas noted that some judges like aggressive fighters, but aggression must be effective, not reckless.
Listen, Bud, what you said, some people said 2-2. I understand. I think it's a shutout. Shakur won this round so far, but a little headbutt there, I guess. A warning from the ref. And that's probably the fault of Teo, be honest. He's rushing in head heavy, top heavy. But some judges like the aggressor more than the tactician. But for me, it's got to be effective aggression. It can't just be aggression. And a little bit better close to the round by Lopez. That was
it was. He went to the body better. He had a little success with the right hand to the body.
He got his range.
Atlas praised Shakur's technical control, saying Shakur managed distance, landed body shots, and used his right hand well. He said Teofimo's father was urging him to hit Shakur, but Atlas hoped for better strategic advice because Teofimo needed it. He discussed the scoring, saying Teofimo may have done slightly better in the second half, but overall he was behind. Atlas emphasized how important Shakur's jab was and said Shakur controlled the fight with it. He added that for Teofimo to stay competitive, he must adjust, build on small successes, and find ways to counter Shakur's precision. Otherwise, Shakur's dominance would continue, and Teofimo would face a very tough challenge.
Terrence Crawford, the great Terrence Crawford, And I think they were making fun, to be honest. I think they were chiding Lopez and his father. I think they were chiding Lopez and his father a little bit.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk before this fight and some nasty stuff said on both sides. But you'd like to think after the fight that they gained some respect and put that to bed. Terrence Crawford doesn't lose, huh?
No, you don't.
Clarissa Shields said she was extremely proud of Shakur Stevenson and praised his dominant performance against Teofimo Lopez. She said Shakur did not just win, he completely outclassed Teofimo and showed why he is one of the best fighters in the world. Shields highlighted his accuracy, speed, and smart tactics, saying he controlled the fight and dictated the pace from start to finish. She said performances like this prove Shakur belongs among the elite and is clearly one of the top 4 fighters in the division. Shields also praised how Shakur combined strong defense with sharp offense while staying calm under pressure. She noted that even when Teofimo tried to adjust, Shakur's timing, skill, and ring intelligence made him very hard to touch. For Shields, this fight showed Shakur's talent, heart, and status as one of the best boxers in the sport today.
I know boxing, and like I told y'all, we was gonna see a little bit of athleticism, but we was gonna see Shakur be using his jab, going to the body, and we saw blood today. Shakur did great today. Only thing I can ask for is stopping. I can't ask for nothing else.
What did you think about, obviously, Teo's eye? He never seemed to be able to get into it at all. Is that kind of like the experience you had?
He won a round or 2 maybe, but that's it. Shakur too dominant. He was able to hit him clean first round, able to avoid shots. Shakur is just on his A game. He's sharper, he's stronger, he's better, and now he's a 4-division world champion. I'm so proud.